All right, students, welcome to Chapter 4 of Well-Ordered Language 2B. We're doing object pronouns today. So, object pronouns are just what they sound like in the sentence. Object. They can act as a direct object, or they can act as the object of the preposition. And we have a list in our book of them. However, what I really want you to look at is down at the bottom at the examples that have the checks and the X's. All right? Check says, yes, correct way. X says no. So let's look at the way that we do use object pronouns correctly. In the school play today, Toad's antics shocked Millie and me. Correct, because who did it shock? It shocked Millie and me. Direct object, right? So we need to use the object pronoun me. Incorrect use in the school play. Toad's antics shocked Millie and I. Ooh. Now, we like to say, oh yes, that sounds absolutely correct. Millie and I. That's what you use. You use that as a subject, right? Here we've got a direct object. We need an object pronoun. Next example shows the correct way. For Mole and him, life was an adventure. For Mole and him, life was an adventure. That's correct, because what do we have here? We have for, preposition. Him, object of the preposition. We need the object pronoun, right? That's correct. Incorrect would be to say, for Mole and he, life was an adventure. No way. That's the subject pronoun. We need the object pronoun. Okay, so let's look at the examples that we're diagramming. And all of these will be with object pronouns. So we have, Rat will introduce you. We don't have any prepositional phrases. We don't have any conjunctions. So we will just get started with this. Rat will introduce you. Who is doing the introducing? Rat is the subject. What will Rat do? He will introduce. So we have a verb that also happens to be the predicate verb because it's an action. Who will he introduce? He will introduce you, direct object, right? And that's really easy to diagram. I don't think our diagrams have gotten any harder this week. They have just started using object pronouns. Okay. Now we have a more difficult one that they tell us, so let's just diagram this one. Will Rat introduce him to Badger, you, and me? So once again, the sentence is about Rat, subject. What will Rat do? He will introduce, predicate verb. Who will he introduce? Him, direct object. Then we have a prepositional phrase, to Badger, you, and me. So we have to, preposition. Who? We have three objects of the preposition. We have a conjunction. And let me show you how to diagram this. Rat will introduce who? Him. Okay, so we've got to figure out what to Badger, you, and me connects to in the sentence. Introduce to Badger, him, and you, and me. Him to Badger, you, and me. I think it connects to introduce, right? Who will he? Oh, and look at that. I got to capitalize that. Will. So we will connect it over here. Oh, and we need to make a big old thingy. It's a technical term, a big old thingy. It's connected by and. Badger, you, me. All right. With the question mark at the end, there's how we deal with our compound object of the preposition. Let's look at lesson to learn A. So our first sentence we'll do together. During the art tour, the students will not have them. All right. Do we have any conjunctions? No, we don't. Do we have any prepositional phrases? Yes, we do. We have during and tour. And we have two adjectives. What kind of tour? The and art. Okay, so let's look at the sentence again. During the art tour, the students will not have them. Students is our subject, right? What will the students do? Well, they will have, right? So we have a having, holding something is an action. It's a predicate verb. This, of course, is our helping verb. We don't have to mark it. We can if we want to. What is not? Not is an adverb, right? What will they not have? Them. Direct object. What other words are not marked? The modifies students. During the art tour, what does... Ooh, that was a weird sounding bird. Did you hear that? During the art tour, what does that modify? Does that modify students during the art tour? Will have during the art tour, or them during the art tour? I think will have works best. So we have an adverbial prepositional phrase. Okay, so let's diagram. I'm going to need to erase a little bit of this so that I have space, but I'm going to use this color. So my subject is students. My verb is will have. My direct object is them. Let's find all of our modifiers. Do I have any modifiers for students? Yes, I have the. Do I have any modifiers for will have? I do. I have not, and I also have our prepositional phrase that I had to erase. During, capital, tour, the art. Do I have any modifiers for them? No, I do not. So that is it. My next sentence. Did he bring the extra notebooks? I want you to try to analyze and diagram this one on your own before you do this with me, okay? When you're done, come back. So, like I said all the time, it's easier to figure out a question by turning it into a statement. So, he did bring the extra notebooks. We don't have any prepositional phrases. We don't have any coordinating conjunctions. So we will go ahead and mark he as our subject. He, what did he do? He did bring. Bring is an action verb, so we've got our predicate verb. What did he bring? Notebooks. Answers the question. We've got a direct object. We crossed the bridge. Transitive verb, bring. The modifies notebooks. Adjective. Extra modifies notebooks. Adjective. So let's diagram now. He is our subject. Did bring. Transitive verb. Direct object. Notebooks. And I need my question mark after that. Do we have any modifiers for he? No. Do we have any for did bring? No. Do we have any for notebooks? Yes, we do. We have the, and we have extra. All right, next one. The young docent gave directions to us in the hall. Of course, over on the side we have the definition for docent, one who acts as a guide in the museum. So the young docent gave directions to us in the hall. Do we have any prepositional phrases? We do. We have to us, preposition, object of the preposition. Look at that us, beautiful object pronoun. And we have in the hall, preposition, object of the preposition. So let's look at the rest of the sentence now. The young docent gave directions to us in the hall. What is this sentence about? Docent. What did he do? Gave. That is an action verb, so we'll call that our predicate verb. What did he give? Directions. Direct object, we have a transitive verb. So we need to mark the and young. Young. What does that describe? Docent. Adjective. The describes docent. Adjective. To us. Docent to us. Gave to us. Directions to us, which makes the most sense. Gave to us, right? Prepositional, oh, whoops, I did that wrong. Adverbial prepositional phrase. In the hall. Let's think about this. Docent in the hall. Gave in the hall. Directions in the hall. Are the directions located in the hall? No, he gave them to us in the hall. So we have another adverbial prepositional phrase. Hopefully, I have enough room to diagram. Let's see. Docent gave directions. Do we have any modifiers for docent? Yes, we do. We have the and young. Do we have any modifiers for gave? Oh my, yes we do. We have two adverbial prepositional phrases. So, to us, in hall. Do we have any modifiers for directions? No, we don't. Okay, so that is it for our diagram. Last sentence. Once again, I want you to try this one on your own before coming back and looking at the answer with me. Do we have any conjunctions? Yes, we do. We have boys and girls. So we know these two are going to be linked. Do we have any prepositional phrases? Yes, we do. We have throughout, preposition, visit, object of the preposition. The modifies visit, adjective. So, the boys and girls followed her. What's the subject of my sentence? What's it about? Boys and girls. What did they do? They followed, which is an action verb, predicate verb. Who did they follow? Her. Look at that beautiful objective pronoun. So we have a direct object. We have not yet marked the. That modifies boys. Can also modify girls, the boys and the girls. But since it comes before boys, we link it to boys. We have not linked our prepositional phrase throughout the visit. Okay, boys and girls throughout the visit, followed throughout the visit, her throughout the visit. What makes more sense is being linked together. Followed. So we have an adverbial prepositional phrase. Let's go ahead and diagram this. Uh-oh. I forgot. We have a conjunction. The boys and girls. Okay, separate our subject from our predicate. Followed. Who did they follow? Her. Direct object line. Let's get our modifiers. I already added the boys and girls. Followed. Do we have modifiers for followed? Yes, we do. Ooh, that's a long one. Throughout. Visit the. Lovely. All right. So guys, I want you to go ahead and finish lesson A. work on lesson B and lesson C this week, and then, of course, our tale. Do we have a tale or a poem on our lesson to enjoy? Oh, we have a poem. It's The Spider and the Fly. This is a really good one. I think you're going to enjoy this. Read that one and then do the questions to ponder. Think about it. All right, guys. I will see you later.